All right, hello students. Good evening. It is exactly 6:37 p.m. on my clock. That means now we have to start our virtual class for this session. So, hello students and welcome back again to our class. This is Free 322 Dispute Resolution and Crisis or Incidents Management. And this is Miss Malaya teaching. So, hello, mayong gabi sa tanan. Kumusta ang inyong bakasyon? How was your long weekend? Kumusta man?
Okay lang ma'am, na-busy sa research.
Wow, no? So, research is life jud, no? Kay, syempre, third year, no? Hapit na mag fourth year pohon, mga graduating pohon. No? So, that's life man jud. Pero, sige lang, kay masinsilyuan ram na tanan ninyong kahago in the near future. So, before I start my lesson, no, I would like to congratulate everybody, no, on finishing ay new look. So ay saba ato ara na siya, no. So I would like to congratulate everybody, no, on finishing your third examinations, no, that was held last Friday. So yung hindi mga nakatake because of some reasons, then you'll be able to take the third examinations kasabay ng ating finals next week. So Um, meron bang hindi nakatake dito ng third? As well as pala yung second exam, no? Yung mga hindi nakatake, sasabay natin sa finals ninyo. So, everybody, please tell your other classmates, no nga, musulod na because I have 29 participants who are on board for this evening session. So, for this evening, we will discuss two presentations, no, for the week 8 to 9 kasi we were not able to meet last Monday because that was a holiday. No? And yesterday, we were not able to meet also kasi asynchronous. No? So I just sent to you some presentation in line with the week 8 to 9. So we're going to discuss another new chapter for this time, for this subject. So, before I start my lessons, can you send hearts sa ating in-call messages para malaman ni teacher that everybody is ready to listen for this evening? Sige daw, asa ang mga hearts? Yes, Ronette Jane? Okay, very good students, no? How about the others? How about the others? All right, very good. So, thank you very much everybody for your feedback. So now, I guess everybody is ready to listen naman, no? Ready nang makinig lahat. Sige. All right, without further ado, no? Let me share my first presentation to everybody. So for the week 8 to 9, as usual, we will have our learning outcomes, no? At the end of the unit, you are expected, no, to letter A, discuss the principles and management characteristics of Incident Command System or the ICS. Letter B naman, we need to identify, no, the procedures in applying the Incident Command System. So these are the two learning outcomes, no, that you'll be able to know when you, at the end of the week 8 to 9. So we have here the terms to ponder or the terms to remember. Okay. So we have here the agency administrator with executive or responsible official. No? So they are the responsible persons, no, who will have the authority to make decisions, no, and they will provide directions to the management, no. So usually ang head natin, no, sa ating tinatawag na agency, sa ating tinatawag na dito sa ating incident command system is si chairperson ng DRRMC, no? Or the agency head, no? Duly authorized representative. Those of you all hazards, no? Any incident, natural or human induced, that warrants action to protect life, property, environment, public health. We also have safety and minimize disruptions of government, social, or economic activities. All right? So area command naman, no, this is an organization, no, that's being established, no, to see multiple incidents. Syempre, dili pwede nga atong area command na sa Manila. So all localities should have their area command so that they'll be able to to establish or to manage incidents, no, that's unforeseeable things, no. So usually naatay mga agencies nga nagabuhat ani, okay, like the LGUs, right? And usually they are attached to a specific leader, no, so that there will be a span of control. Dili latagaw ang command. So only one person should give the command. Okay? So assistant, so the subordinate of the command staff positions, no? And usually, no, assistants can also be assigned to be a leader in a unit. Because of the base, no, these are the location at which primary logistics functions, no, for the incidents, no. So the incident command post may be co-located with the base. We have the branch, so it's an organizational level having functional or geographical responsibility for major aspects of the incidents or operations. Usually, it's situated, no, between a section and a division on the operations section. And we also have the camp. It's a geographical site, no, within the general incident, no, on the area. No? So, separate sila from the incident base, but they're also equipped and staffed, no, to provide sleeping, food, water, and sanitary services, no, to our incident personnel. Kasi when there are incidents, alangan pa mabuli pa na sa ilang balay. So, dili na. So, magbuhat na sila camp so that they'll be able to sleep inside or in the vicinity of the incident, no? Chain of command. So, kinakailangan the command from the top goes to the branches and then to the very bottom. Okay? So, kinakailangan, no, there should be one authority that's giving an instruction. Okay? Para dili maglibog kung unsa ang sundon nga instruction. Chief, no? So, the incident command system title for individuals responsible for management of functional sections, so operations, planning, logistics, finance, or administration, intel, investigation, no, if it is established as a separate section. So we also have here the command, no? So it's the act of directing, ordering, or controlling by virtue of explicit statutory, regulatory, or delegated authority. So for a while, students ha, meron po ballpen, ma'am. Sige po. Tiriyan ba ito, ma'am? Samsomni daw. Ay, kagwapo ni ma'am, uy. Sana all. Gwapo kay ka, ma'am. Ay, ay, okay. Okay. Uy, sana all, ma'am. Alright, sige, let's continue. Okay. Sige, let's have command staff. No? So, consists of the public information officer. No? So, the safety officer, the liaison officer, and other positions as required, no, who will directly report to the incident commander. Okay, so they can also have assistance, no, if needed, Jud. So common terminology, normally used words and phrases avoids the use of different words or phrases for some concepts or consistency. So, dili ta magamit og mga words nga kanang dili masabtan nga nay double meaning kasi nga we're trying to communicate, no, correctly so that exact information ang makuha natin. Community, yung people, property, services, livelihoods, and environment. And usually a legally constituted administrative local government unit of a country, example, municipality or districts. Coordination naman, no? We need to bring together all the organizations, no, so that there will be an effective counter-disaster response, no, in line with the incident. Okay? So delegation of authority naman, no, it's dividing the work, no, from one person or from the leader to another subordinate so that there will be a, a, a division of work or labor. Okay? It's either, no, usually a statement or instruction, no, given by the incident commander, no, by the agency executive, no, and delegation of authority, no, it can also include objectives, priorities, expectations, constraints, and other considerants or guidance as needed. So, deputy naman, it's a fully qualified individual, no? So, if wala tayong superior, if absent siya, he is the one who will have the authority, no, to manage the functional operation of to perform a specific task. Okay, usually deputies, no, can also be assigned as incident commander or general staff and branch directors. Disaster, no, it's a disruption, no, of the functioning of the community. So uh, usually naatay mga affecting matters, no, that could do hinder, no, the normal way of living sa ating community, right? So kinakailangan, no, there if there is a local emergency, there should be um, measurements to cope up with the hazard, no? So that will reduce the damage, no, of the incident, no, or the disaster that happened or that occurred. Disaster response, no, this is the provision or providing the emergency services, no, and public assistance, no, sa ating community, no, effectively, immediately, no, when there is a disaster. So disaster response is predominantly, no, focused on immediate and short-term needs, and it is sometimes called this as disaster relief. So na mga disasters like mga baha, typhoons, bagyo, so we need to act immediately kay kung sa ang need sa community sa mga tao, then we will give them what they need. So usually food, shelter, blankets, clothing, water. Usually mao jud na, no, when there are disasters. Usually mao gyud na ang ginahatag. Emergency, no, these are unforeseen or sudden occurrence, no. So we also have here emergency management. No? So how will we manage or organize things when there are emergencies? No, we need to address all the aspects. No, to how we should deal and the application of all our management process when there are emergencies. No, on the implied effects of those hazards. No? We should know what to do. Emergency operation centers. No, it's a physical location usually, no, they are going to coordinate to different organizations to disseminate information and resources, no, so that they'll be able to know what's happening beyond the vicinity of the emergency that happened. All right. Finance administration section, usually, no, they are approving all the expenditures or money related na mga money, okay? In line with the money that's has been spent during the incident. So function naman, it refers to the five major activities in the incident. Usually command system, no? The command, operations, planning, logistics, and finance administration, no? So we have the sixth function, which is the intel or investigation. Okay? We have the general staff naman. Okay, they are the group of incident management personnel organized according to function and reporting to the incident commander. So usually, ang general staff natin, they are consist of the operations section chief, planning section chief, logistics section chief, and the finance administrative section chief. So, ang ating intelligence and investigations chief, no, they can be established if they are required in the field of emergencies or incidents. Hazard, again, no, a dangerous phenomenon. There are four classes of hazards, no, which are natural, technological, biological, and societal hazards. So hazards, no, it could be an activity, no, that can cause the loss of life, injury, health impacts, property damage, or loss of livelihood and services, and so on and so forth. Okay? Incident naman, it's an occurrence, no? Or an event. No? It could be natural or human-induced, no? Human-made. And it needs or requires an emergency response, no? To protect the life and property of those people who are in the specific incidents, no? It could be disasters, kagaya ng sinabi ko, typhoons, earthquakes, right? Natural calamities, terrorist attacks, terrorist threats, no, and so on and so forth. No? These are the examples of it. So we have here the Incident Action Plan or the IAP. So it's an oral or written plan, no, that contains general objectives, no, that reflects the overall strategies for managing an incident. No? So it can include the identification of operational resources and assignments. It can also be um, uh, also include those attachment, no, that will provide directions, informations, no, for management or for managing the incidents, no, during one or more operational periods. For the incident command naman, no, they are responsible for the overall management, no. So again, no, it is consisting of the incident commander, either no single or unified command, and any assigned supporting staff. So, meron naman tayo dito incident commander or the IC. So, usually, no, the individual responsible, no, for all incident activities, including the development of strategies, the tactics, and the ordering of the release of resources. No? So, the IC has overall authority and responsibility for conducting incident operations and is responsible for the management of all incident operations at the incident site. Meron naman tayo dito incident command post, no? It's a location kung saan yung primary functions are being performed. Okay, so usually it's co-located with the base and the other incident facilities. Incident command system naman, it is a standardized na ginagawa, no, sa lahat ng on-scene na lugar so that we'll be able to adapt, no, those organizational structures, no, so that uh, isa ang ating ina-apply ng mga strategies when it comes to the response in line with disasters and emergencies. Okay? So ICS is non-permanent organization. So it's activated only when in times of emergencies, disasters. Okay? So that is the end of pre-322, dispute resolution and crisis or incidents management. This is Ms. Malaya teaching for the part 1. So is everybody still with me? Kaya pa ba?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, very good. So let's continue. I will share another video for presentation. Oh. So this is the part 2 for the week 8 to 9. So let's continue. So the ICS National Cadre, or the group of individuals, no, who successfully underwent the national training of trainers on incident command system, no. So they have 6 ICS courses, no, in conducted by the US. So usually, no, we have some of this pod, no, the incident management team. Okay? So meron din silang incident commander, no, yung leader nila, and also staffs. They are grouped in 5 types, no, type 1, type 2 are the national teams, no. That type 3 naman are regional teams, type 4 the discipline or large jurisdiction specific, while type 5 are the ad hoc incident command organizations. So they are typically used, no, by smaller jurisdictions. So the ICS National Cadre naman, though they are above all and shall be initially constituted as the National IMT of the NDRRMC. Okay? So they are concerned, no, and ready to be mobilized anytime, no, to assist those affected areas, no, kagaya ng baha, lindol earthquakes, okay? Okay. So, incident objectives naman, no? Again, no, these are guidelines and directions kung paano nila i-apply ang kanilang strategies, tacticals, to use their resources, no? On how to effectively deploy their work, their duty. No? Kinakailangan ang kanilang objectives, no, should be achievable, no? And also measurable, yet it should be flexible, no? To allow strategic and tactical alternatives. Interoperability. Okay? So, sinabi dito that allows emergency response, no, to personnel and their affiliated organizations, no, so that they can communicate to other agencies, no. So though wala sila jurisdiction dito, so they can communicate via voice, no, tawagan, data, or video on demand, no, in real time when needed and when authorized, no. So, syempre, pag dili makaya sa isa ka NDRRMC ang incident or emergency or ang crisis, no, some NDRRMC or some crisis incident management na mga members can go and help. Okay? Jurisdiction, no, alam ko, na alam niyo na ito, no? It's a range of sphere of authority, kung hanggang saan lang pwede ang inyong authority. And liaison officer naman, no, they are responsible for coordinating to other representatives of the agencies, no, and organizations. No? Meron tayong logistics section, no? So they're responsible, no, for providing facilities, services, and material support for the incident. Okay, we also have here the preparedness, no? So we need to make sure that we need to strengthen, no, the capability of our responders to an emergency. Dapat well-equipped sila, well-trained. Tactics, no? We need to have our resources, no? Discreetly used, no? As well as we need to move or maneuver in a way to directly achieve our goals, no? So we need to use our resources as well as our good actions or right actions, no, to accomplish our objectives, no? So we have here the unified command, no, or the UC, no. So it's a or an incident command system management, no. It's used when more than one agency, no, has incident jurisdiction, no. So or when incidents cross political boundaries or jurisdictions. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina. So usually they can work together, no, through the designated members of the UC. Okay? So that they can establish, no, a common objective, para sila mag-away, and the strategy that they will be using during the incident, no, and have a single incident action plan. So again, no, unity of command, no, to ensure the effort under one responsible commander for every objective. So we also have here the basic concepts and principles of ICS, no. So to ensure the standard use and application of the ICS, no, we need to follow the basic concepts and principles for the on-screen disaster operations, no. And they are hereby opted, oh. Again, no, incident command system, no, a standardized on-scene all-hazard incident management concept and allows its users to adopt an integrated organizational structure to match the complexities and demands of single or multiple incidents without being hindered by jurisdictional boundaries. ICS is a non-permanent organization and is activated only in response to disasters or emergencies. Again, no, dili ni siya mamugna kung wala ta emergencies and disasters. Okay? So, standby ni sila. So, we have here, no, the incidents or the events, no, that is managed by the ICS. Usually, natural hazards, kagaya ng sinabi ko, flood, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, tsunamis. Pwede din, no, human-induced crises such as terrorism, hostage-taking, armed conflicts, bombing. Also, may mga accidents din, no, such as fires, hazardous materials incidents, no, traffic accidents. And also, we have the human and animal disease outbreaks. No? Pwede rin, COVID. No? Planned events such as fiestas, parades, sports events, conferences, and concerts. So usually, these are the incidents, no, nga ginamanage ato ang ICS or the Incident Command System. So we have here, no, the principles and features of the ICS. The function and the description. So command, again, overall responsibility, operations, direct tactical actions, planning, no, collect data, prepare action plan, logistics, provide logistic support, and finance administration, no, procedure, resources, maintain accountability. Okay, so ang ICS natin, span of control for any supervisor. No, it is between 3 to 7 subordinates, and ideally, no, it does not exceed 5 subordinates. So we have here, no, the responsible official and the incident commander. No, we have the chairperson of the NDRRMC that provides overall policy direction and guidance. We also have here the link to other higher authorities as well as to delegate authority to incident command to manage those incidents. So we have the incident commander, no? They receive the authority from the RO, establishes objectives based on the overall guidance, establishes the incident management team and heads and leads the tactical on-scene response operations. So the incident commander should also ensure incident safety and maintains liaison with participating response group. So we have here the coordination versus the command and control, no? So coordination is the RO and the principals from other agencies undertake coordination through the making of policy decisions, establishing priorities, and the command and control. Okay, so the IC undertakes the following: commanding responses for on-scene operations, controlling and managing the resources deployed tactically on the ground, as well as yung coordination natin, resolving critical resources issues, mobilizing tracking resources, collecting, analyzing, and disseminating situation report information. And for the command and control, reporting progress and updates on the operations to the RO. Alright, we also have here the Emergency Operations Center. No? It is a facility kung saan natin um, ibibigay yung ating mga informations. No? If there are interagencies coordinations to the command control. Say hi to your teacher, kailan wane? Napasod isa diri dara. Diba? Mana yung mga teacher? Teacher daw. Alright. Okay. So, let's proceed, no? We're almost done. We have the 12 management characteristics of the ICS. So, again, it's made, gimugna siya kung naay mga incidents or emergencies na kinahanglan nila ang trabaho. Okay? So we have the 12 proven management characteristics, no? So the strengths and efficiencies in the overall system. So we have here the common terminology, the use of common terminology, Again, usually, it applies to the organizational functions, the major functions and the functional units with the incident management responsibilities are named and defined. So kinakailangan alam natin yung organizational elements, it should be standard and consistent, namely yung ating command, yung ating planning, operations, logistics and administration, and finance. Meron din tayo ditong resource descriptions, Usually, dapat yung ating personnel, facilities, major equipments, and supply items, that will support the incident management activities, Usually, dapat nilalagay yung uh, uh, kanyang use, So, to avoid confusion, So, incident facilities naman, it's common terminology, to designate facilities established in the vicinity of the incident area that will be used during the course of incident. Usually, kung naay ka ng maybe na ay comfort room nga area, you designate that as a comfort area. Maybe if na ay food nga area, pwede din or na ay sleeping area, pwede diha, You try to designate facilities para dili maglibog ang mga tao nga inyong gitabangan during the incidents, and emergencies. Meron naman tayo ditong modular organization, So the ICS organizational structure, they develop modular fashion based on the size and complexity of the incident, as well as the specifics of the hazard environment created by the incident. So there is responsible for the expansion of the ICS. Modular organization ultimately rests with incident command, which bases the ICS organization on the requirements of the situation. Objectives naman, we have the objectives, sa ating management, They are communicated, by knowing the agency policy and direction, establishing incident objectives, developing strategies based on incident objectives, establishing specific measurable tactics or tasks for various incident management functional activities, and directing efforts to accomplish them in support of defined strategies, and documenting results to measure performance and facilitate corrective actions. So, incident action plan naman, it's centralized coordination, to allow to give guidance, to our plan, how we should react to those incidents, no? So, yung ating incident action plan or IAP should be concise, no? Dapat sakto, it should be coherent, dapat communication should be correct, no? Dapat meron tayong incident priorities. Sino bang una natin sasagipin? Matatanda ba? Bata ba? Mga babae ba? Mga lalaki ba? Objectives natin, no? Strategies, anong technique ang gagawin? Tactics in the context of both operational and support activities. Alright? So, hope you had loads of fun today. That is the end of Creed 322, District Resolution and Crisis or Incidents Management. And this is Miss Malaya teaching end of week 8 to 9, part 2. So that is all for this evening, students. That's my discussion for the two parts. Yes, Reggie?
Ma'am, regarding po sa part 1 and part 2 po na PPT,
Mm-mm.
ma'am, di ba, i-upload nimo sa Caper po.
Mm-mm.
Then wala po siya unod, ma'am.
Karon or last
Tong
time?
last time po, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Try to check lang po kay akuan na to siyang gi-edit.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay, sige. You're welcome.
Then si Milan po daw, ma'am, wala daw ka attend sa class kay nagbantay siyang mama kay na stroke daw.
Okay, so sige. Noted
Okay po,
natin yan.
ma'am. Thank you po.
Alright, thank you very much. Any questions pa po before I give my final instructions for everybody? Alright, so I guess no, everybody is good with our lesson. So, that's the end, no, for the week 8 to 9, part 1 and part 2. So, we still have, I guess, 3 meetings left, no? Friday, and then next week, Monday and Wednesday. So, that would be the last time magmita, no? So, to all your classmates nga hindi pa nakapasok yun and sige absent, tell them na pumasok na kasi we still have time, no, to discuss the remaining topics that we have. And for your final requirements, I would like to remind everybody, no, to finish those one kasi nga if ever na hindi ka nakapagpasa, then that would incorporate a grade of 7.2. Okay? So that's simple lang man, no? 2-minute video. So you need to cooperate to your group mates so that you'll not be able to experience no extremities when it comes to gradings. Okay? So be creative, no? Pwede ra magamit mo og any video making platforms. Pwede ra kaay na siya, no? So, pwede mo magamit og TikTok if you want. You just try to be creative as much as possible so that the outcome will be amazing. Okay? So, if you have questions regarding your grades, gusto mo tanong sa inyong grade from first, second, at saka third, I'll be available Mondays to Fridays from 7 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So, if you want to see your grades, you can approach me directly. Nara ko sa darkroom. Okay? So, pag makita ko ninyo, yan lang. Ang code name, inundan ko ninyo, ay okay nga, ana dayon. Okay? Para makaila ko nga, estudyante ta mo. Okay, sa ganito? Saan ganito pag manawag kay teacher?
Ay, okay. Ay, okay.
Nick tayo.
Unya, unsa pa man?
Ay, okay.
2 joints dayon, ma'am.
Oh,
Join.
ana dayon. Okay, para nakwiti mailhan
Ay,
mga
okay.
estudyante ta mo. Okay, I do not really remember the names of all of my students kasi you're very far from kanang remembering, no, kay daghan kayo mo, no. So if ever natay ka nang magkita ta ninyo, no, so you can just have our codes, no, ana man na ba.
Sige, tramig 2 joints, ma'am.
Ano na ko nyo, ay okay nya ana dayon. Makitaan ko ninyo.
Ma'am, ma'am.
Mm.
Cute kasi mong hair, ma'am.
Ay okay. Thank you. Para baby face
Mapa kayo si
kunuhay
ma'am.
ba? Atik-atik lang good. Kamu jud.
Ba pa kayo si ma'am, no?
Ay okay. Atik-atik lang na siya
Hi,
students,
baby
no.
face.
Ano lang good na. Kuan ba kay kapoy magud sig panudlay. So, mo to siya. Mura to akong reminder sa inyo, ha? Hapit na mo makagraduate sa ako ang klase. Hinaut unta, no? Nga manulod pa mo up until sa pinaka-last nga moment ng magkuyog ta ninyo. So, don't worry if matapos ko nang ma-encode ang inyong finals buhon. I'll give you feedbacks on your grades. I'll help you if I can. And your efforts, no, are always seen and appreciated. So nakikita ko ang efforts ng mga students ko, no, yung talagang pumapasok, nakikinig, even though bahalag wa kay nasabtan, basta kay nisulod. Importante nisulod. No? So, the presentations will also be given to you via Quipper. Reminder for everybody, no? I will leave my very, very last quiz. That's I guess, 25 item or 30 item quiz. Last na siya nga quiz nako. Make sure to answer that kay ay okay. Okay? So, ano lang, no? So, kung answer mo, nindot kayo. Pag di mo answer, ay, kana may delikado. No? So, maning kamot mo ka-answer, bahalag kuan. Dili kaayo hawd, no? Basta sa maning kamot lang og answer sa assessment. So, ako jud ang gina-record yung assessment. So, kung makita ninyo, I have already sent some feedbacks on your essay, no? Sa katong maka-scroll. So, questions? Kay mangulit na ta, kay kabalo kong gipanggutom na mo. Questions?
Ma'am.
Wala may question? Sure na mo? Wala pa naglibog sa instructions? Yes? Mario?
Ma'am, katong bitaw sa 50 points, ma'am. Katong wala naka-quiz.
Asa ato?
Katong sa oral ba to, ma'am?
Okay. So, sa oral, disregard that one kasi ang ilalagay ko na lang doon sa grades ninyo is your final requirement. So, make sure na mag-cooperate mo sa inyong groups para 100 na to siya diretso. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome. Questions? 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 Sige na, kaya di na punta ninyo mag-meet ugma. Sabi niya sa punta ninyo magkita. Wala na? Sure na mo? Sure na, Jud? Wala na ipangutana diya?
Sure na, ma'am.
Wala na, ma'am.
Wala na?
Ma'am, wala.
Kauli una, Jud ni sila ba? Gigutom na mo, no?
Medyo, ma'am. Medyo.
Oh, medyo. Sige, taon-taon, wala na ta. Sure na, Jud mo, ha? Wala na, Joy, kuan. Pangutana din, ha? Regarding sa kuan. Okay, no? So, again, no? Pass your final requirements sa Google Drive nato. No? Naa sa GC ninyo. Ipasa dito, And then, so pa man akong reminders. Wala na ba? Muna-una sa ko, Kung sa
Ay,
akong-
ma'am. Naday ko requan, ma'am. Sa Google Drive nga link.
Sige. Go ahead, Christine.
I-access na ako siya, ma'am, ba niya. Pag i-click tong link gani, ma'am, open through Google Drive nga app. Wala siya, dili siya makuan, ma'am. Katong na-plus good para maka-upload og file.
Unsay gigamit nimo nga kuan?
Phone ra, ma'am.
Phone. So, usually pag mag-add ka sa Drive kay it's either laptop or PC kay para mas dali siya ma-access. Kay kung sa phone murag dili kaayo siya pas maka-add. Sa akong experience lang pod.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, sige. So, i-try lang ninyo o gamit kung naay laptop no or tablet or PC para mas easy access sa inyong tanan. Sige, wala na ipangutana. Sure na mo? Are you okay?
Okay.
Last na, Jod. Wala na, Jod? Questions and all? Sure na mo? Wala na, Jod? Wala na talaga? About the discussion, okay, Ramo? Okay. Sige. Okay, for a while. So, nakamit na mo sa inyong ka-groupmates? Nag-meet na
Yes
mo?
po, teacher.
Okay, so
Yes,
kumusta man?
Nag-submit nag-video sa uban, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, so you just compile it, no? So, para mas okay ang inyong presentation or final requirement. So, again, no, include the names of your groupmates sa video para makita ni teacher kung kinsa imong mga kagrupo and then maka-grade dayon ko. So, again, to all the students nga makapasa, automatically 100 na siya sa final requirements kay. Mao jud pud gyud na siya mo bira-bira. Alright, please try to open your cameras, everybody, so that we can take our photo documentation for this evening. Kita maglangan, kay kabalo ko, gipanggutom na mo, gipangkapoy na mo. Oh, sige. Ipakita ang mga gwapo o mga gwapa nga mga hulagway sa akong mga estudyante. Kay pamingawon ba ako nila kay manghapit na ni sila manghawa akong klase. Alright, sige.
Kayo kami nga, ma'am.
Ay, okay. Sige. Sige. I-on na ang mga cameras. How about the others? Alright. On 3, 2, 1. Show us your widest smiles, ladies and gentlemen. Smile. Alright. Sige. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending this evening's class. I hope you've learned something from me. I will see you again on Friday. Puhon. Goodbye, babush, paalam, and enjoy the rest of the night. Keep safe, everyone, and you can now leave po. Bye-bye. Ay, okay.
Bye, ma'am. God bless.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye,
Ay,
ma'am.
okay.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. You're welcome po.